Hello friends and family, and welcome back to another video. So on this day that I decided recording, and this recording is done on the same day, the voice recording is done on the same day as I video recorded, and that just was happenstance. You know, my husband it's freezing rain outside and he's a delivery man. So I'm all alone and I needed someone to talk to. So I hope you don't mind. I needed a friend and y'all are my besties. So on this day, I realized that throughout the entire day, I had been just picking up and putting stuff away, not really with a purpose, just very unintentional and not, what's the word? Oh, I'm always using that word. What is it? It's not productive, but efficient. Haha. It was not an efficient way of cleaning. So this was after my youngest's. So this was after. Sorry, I just had to take a call. This is after my youngest Ranger woke up from his nap. And typically when I decide to record, I do it in the morning, but it's just the way it worked out. It probably has something to do with the fact that I have been feeling a little bit down, so I made the executive decision to up my antidepressant. And it is just crazy how much it affected me. I literally only bumped it up. I just don't take my advice because I am by no means a medical doctor, but I just bump it up. I think I have, so I only bump it up 25 milligrams, which is half a pill, and I'm prescribed. It's weird. I'm technically prescribed, I think, 100, but I only take 50 because I only needed 50. But then I saw myself going into a low, so I bumped it back up to 75. I know that's probably not what you should do, but it's what the doctor does, and I do not have the time to go in and have them adjust it and then because when you adjust your depression medication, you literally have to do you have to go in for the initial I want to change my dosage, and then you have to change it, and then you have to come in and tell them how you're doing. And this is not my first rodeo. I've been on these antidepressants for over 2 years, so when I see myself, what my gauge is it's like, when I get up in the morning and I see something that needs to be done, if I am suffering more from my depression, it feels like there's a giant rock on my chest, and I just don't have the energy to take that rock off to then go and do the task. And when I have an appropriate dosage, it's just like a matter of standing up and doing the task. There's no boulder to take off your chest. It's just the initiating it, so the initiating it makes it a lot easier. And the reason that I adjust it so frequently, quote unquote, and I only adjust it once or twice a year, probably to do with my sunshine intake. But if I take too much when I don't need it, I have a harder time sleeping and I get the jitters, and so I really do I wean myself off a little bit, and I only flex and flow by like 25 milligrams, which isn't a big deal. Of course, it's not a big deal in my eyes, but I am not a medical professional, so please do not take my advice on any of this. I'm just telling you, you guys are my friends, and I'm just talking, jib-jabbing about nothing. Oh my gosh, I was talking to my mom the other day, And she was like, your videos need to have a point. And I was like, nope, the point of my videos is that there's no point. She's like, so you're just creating your own version of Seinfeld? And I was like, yes, that is an accurate representation of my videos. Oh, no. So that's why, like, in the past, I've used these videos to keep me motivated to clean when I didn't want to. And this day, that was not the case. I initiated filming so that I could make my effort more effective. Or, not effective, efficient. Because when I film, I like to do one room at a time, obviously, so that I can, I don't have to change my setup all the time. But if I don't, then I literally just wander around the house. And if I sit down and I see something I need to pick up, then I pick it up. And then when I go to put that thing away, I pick up the next thing. It's like a scavenger hunt for cleaning. Although, you know, sometimes that's just the way it gotta be. I do not recommend. Do not recommend. It is not effective. You really want to do like one room at a time, gather all your crap together, and then continue on from there. And the majority of the kitchen cleanup this time was taking or putting groceries away. And yeah, just the good old cycle of filth. You gotta take out the old and put in the new. It was a good day, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really glad that I upped my antidepressant because, yeah, it makes me feel normal. Like, I don't know. If anyone wants to talk about it in the comments, I could go on forever about it. I am very grateful for my antidepressants. I'm very grateful. And I think that if you need them, there's no point in delaying. So if you need that extra push, if you feel like you have that boulder on your chest and a normal task doesn't look like a normal task, then go ahead and talk to your doctor, because they hand those out like candy. Everyone I know is on one. Not my husband, though. He has ADHD. His problems are different. Let's see here. What am I cleaning? Oh, I'm just finishing up the hand dishes. I couldn't believe this. Like, I did not have more than 10 minutes worth of dishes because I've just been upkeeping it a little bit better. So, yay for me. Oh, and also, I'm just going to mention the never-ending fight with my pants. So I took this from my mom, Audrey. Shout out to Audrey. Thank you. She showed me this, and it is really ridiculous, so don't laugh. But if you take a leather belt, you know, like a good belt that doesn't have a lot of stretch, and you put it on over your leggings, and then you fold the top of your leggings over it, I literally did not have to pull my pants up once. Like, miraculous. Miracle. It was 10 out of 10. But the unfortunate part is, when you have a mom tummy like me, it's pretty squishy, and so I typically tend to veer away from, you know, like jeans or something like that with a belt, because it gives me two stomachs. And that's just not my vibe. I think I wore it low enough that you can't really tell, because I'm looking at myself and I don't see the double tummy going on. So that's nice. Yeah, but if you wear leggings and you have a never-ending problem with that, and like, it's not comfortable, it's like wearing a pair of jeans, so I just took it off when I was done for the day. But to be able to have both my hands unoccupied by my pants, it was very much enjoyable. And then also the night prior to this, I was playing with my plants, and I just mentioned that because I only get to play with my plants monthly. I'm a very hands-off with my plants. It's one of the reasons I'm able to keep a lot of plants alive that my mother tends to kill, because she is a helicopter parent. She tends to her plants once or twice a week. It's her hobby, but she likes high maintenance plants. I, on the other hand, it's great. I only have to play with them every once in a while. And by play with them, I mean like I only do bottom watering because I don't water all the time. You really want to soak the entire plant. So even though I have multiple plants in hanging pots, I take them out of their harness and then I put them in a bowl and I let them soak. And then I just, prune them, make them real nice and pretty. And I just mentioned that because it just brings me joy and I wanted to talk about it. Currently, I think it's my crave for change. I have a craving for change. And because we aren't able to move right away like I wanted, I am trying to substitute moving with a new plant. So I've had my feelers out in the world trying to figure out what kind of plant I want to get. I think I actually landed on doing a mango tree. Because they are so cool. And like I'm not planting a mango tree with the intention of harvesting mangoes. I'm planting a mango tree because of the mango tree plant. One of the really cool things about at least one of the mango trees that I'm looking into is when it spouts out new leaves, they are brown and look like they're dying. And then, but it's more like a maroon than like brown. But it is such a beautiful color. And then they turn the most vibrant green ever. And it's just chef's kiss. Fantastic. So I think I'm going to do that and maybe do it like a science project with my daughter so that we can get a mango and pit it and crack open the pit and all that. And it just sounds fun to me. Oh, and the thing that was holding me up on that is because it's a tropical plant, I would need a grow light in order for it to just survive, because we just don't get it. One, we don't get enough sunlight in this part of the hemisphere, and two, I don't get enough sunlight in this apartment. So I found a good one on Amazon that I like, and my husband's paycheck was more than we were anticipating. So he got me a little treat yourself gift for that. And yeah, it's in the mail. I'm really excited. I've never used a grow lamp before. So I'm like bumping myself up from negligent plant parent to more helicopter plant parent. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you all updated. Don't you believe it? And then yeah, I gotta rant about this. So, one, I tightened this high chair at one point on a table that it was uneven, and now it is incredibly difficult to unscrew one of the sides. That's my first rant. The second rant, my daughter made me brownies, and I'm very appreciative of that matter that she did that. I was very grateful, and I did not express to her the amount of annoyance her mistake has given me. So I the last tablecloth we had, I ended up having it on the table for over 3 months, and I loved it. It was Christmas themed, but it wasn't super Christmassy. So it like was no big deal to have it around for so long. It was like winter. But this red one I loved it with the scalloped edges. I was like, oh, it's not too Valentine's Day, but it's definitely says like Valentine's Day. She set the brownie pan on it. She set the trivet down, but my trivets are from the dollar store. So the energy transference there is just, it's not adequate. Not adequate to prevent my plastic, or not plastic, PVC tablecloth from melting. And if you saw me trying, like, moving it around all a bunch of ways, which ways, I was trying to put the burn somewhere where it was less noticeable, because the, when she melted it, there was actually one spot that melted through, so anytime it would get wet, it would seep under to the fabric part, or like the felt part. You know how tablecloths work, right? Like, there's like the felt part, and then there's like the plastic part on top. Well, so it would leak, and then the water would go under it, and you would be able to see it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is just germs. Just like, that's all I could think of is, this is not good to have on my table. And so I threw it away. It was unsavable. She got it right in the perfect spot where I couldn't fold it in half. I couldn't turn it. It was always in a unideal position. But that's mom life, so I got rid of it. And if I see one that I love, I might get it. I might not. I might just ride out the rest of the season without one, because what's after Valentine's Day? Are you supposed to, it's definitely not spring. Is it St. Patrick's Day? Maybe I'll just fast forward and find a St. Patrick's Day one. And that's a great idea, because my family, it's Irish. I have Irish on my side. Conrad has Irish on his side. So we tend to like to celebrate that. So maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. I was going to put hearts on the windows. I guess we could still do that. But we had that cold snap, and my windows were like completely frosted. So I'm like, I can't, on the inside. Like, well, I mean, I have a humidifier always running, because if I don't, I get bloody noses when it gets cold like that. So, yeah, I think that's a good solution. I'll hold off, and then as soon as Valentine's Day is over, I'll get a St. Patrick's Day one. Because I'm trying to do this thing where you decorate for every season, even if it's just like one or two items. Apparently it's like super exciting for kids, and it helps with the magic of the holidays. I didn't understand that until recently in my life, where because I watch a bunch of moms on YouTube, and because know better, do better, so I gotta get the knowledge in. So that's where I received the knowledge, and it really is true, because I only put up one or two things that are different, and my daughter is like, oh my gosh, you decorated, and she gets so happy about it. So it's worth the pain. It really is. And this is me I love this thing. It came with a floral arrangement, but it is just perfect for my situation, because it's my one splash of decorating in the dining room. And then it's got that handle and it's really well made, so I can just pick it up and set it in the kitchen when we are using the table. So that's really nice. And if anyone is wondering, my hair is 100% natural. I do not dye it. I know in this, with this hairstyle, I'm just seeing it for myself right now. It looks like I have a peekaboo, but that is 100% natural. My father's hair was the same way at my age. He was, I can't remember when he started going gray, but he was completely gray, or he was very gray by the time he graduated high school, and I was pretty gray by then too. I found my first gray hair when I was like 9. But the bottom stays really dark for some reason, almost black, and then the top is, yeah, it's all salt and peppery. It looks really pretty. Wow, look at that. I literally just threw my hair up, but it looks nice. Oh yeah, and then what I'm preparing for, even though my house is not perfect, it's this cycle of filth. I need to clean this carpet. It's to the point of where it is compromising our day-to-day because it's just kind of stinky. And Ranger spends 90% of his time on here, so if it's stinky, there's probably a bunch of germs on it, so we're gonna give it a good scrubbing. And he's been super fussy. I'm not a negligent mother. He is currently trying to pop out teeth on the top left and right and bottom left and right. So his entire mouth, he is teething, it is swollen, it is red, and he is just miserable, and that's just the stage of life I'm in. And then Ryder's sick right now, so that's fun. I got a sick one and a teething one. But this is my mom hat. It's I literally can put him in this no matter his mood, no matter how upset he is. I immediately put him up and he starts pulling my hair. Should have seen that one coming. But yeah, I can put him in this and it doesn't matter. He just calms down. And like I think he was actually afraid of this vacuum because I don't use Big Bertha every time. So I think it was just a little too powerful for him, a little bit too scary. But as soon as I put him on my back, he calmed down and he stopped crying about it. So that's what we did. Baby wearing for the win. And it always cracks me up. I really got to get rid of more crap because my son plays way more when our living room looks like this. Like if I have all of his toys tucked away and I only pull out 1 or 2, like look at that, he's playing with a dollar store cup from Christmas and he's just having the time of his life. And I just love to watch him play like that, where it's no tablets, it's no big extravagant thing, it's just him and his imagination. Oh my gosh, we were watching Frozen last night and he was pretending to have Elsa powers and it was great. Oh, the joys of being a mom, that was one of them. He was just waving his hands all about, trying to pretend like there was ice. It was 10 out of 10. Let's see. And I guess I should so the way carpets are made, you want to vacuum from multiple directions. So the way I have my carpet turned right now, because I'm a vacuum nerd and I know which way to vacuum my carpet. I literally put my carpet in so that I can vacuum it easily. because you know the pile, it's called the pile of the carpet. If you pull against it, it fluffs it up and then you can get the dirt out. But if you push against it, it lays it down and it doesn't do anything. So in a perfect situation, you would vacuum from all four sides, all four directions, because that's just the best case scenario. But I only did it from the long ways and then the other way, and then the places that I couldn't reach, I just did it the hard way. If that totally... Did that sentence make sense? I don't know. And then you can actually, what I'm learning about carpet cleaning, less is more. So, I originally would only use like a couple drops of Dawn dish soap, but I had my dog Jameson. He is not neutered. It's not neutered. What's the word? He has his stuff, so he likes to pee on stuff. So I'm saying that because I had to take him in because I was worried, because he kept having accidents where he would wet the bed, and that's like his one quirk that's annoying about him, which isn't that bad. So he wet the bed, quote unquote. It's on the floor though, and I could not get the smell out. So I'm actually using a pet stain and odor neutralizer in my fluid right here. But other than that, like, I'm using it because I have it, but you really don't need a lot to clean carpets, and like, the less the better. Especially with this rug. This rug is actually from Turkey. My husband, his father was in the service when he was super young, and so he actually went and served in Turkey, on the base in Turkey. So my husband's been to Turkey when he was, I think, 1 or 2 or something like that. And so it's just a really good rug. It really has held up over the years, and I just have to use water on it. I don't know if all rugs are like that. Well, let me rephrase. I know all rugs aren't like that, but this one, it's really nice. You just need water to clean it, essentially. And I think I ran out of solution. So what I do is I dump the first canister of solution on, and then after that it's just water. So the first canister, I put the solution in, and there's a little line that on my whatever this is called, my carpet cleaner. And I really like my carpet cleaner. The one thing I don't like about it is there is not a hose attachment, but it's really simple. It's by Hoover. I don't know the model, but it's like their small version. I believe this is their smallest on the market, because my mother-in-law bought it for me because I needed a carpet cleaner, or I asked if I could borrow hers, and she was like, I don't let anyone use my carpet cleaner because then it smells like their house. And then, like, in that same month, she went and bought me this. I was like, I was not asking you to buy me a carpet cleaner. But she's just so kind-hearted that's like where her mind went. She's like, well, I can't let you borrow mine because I don't want it to smell like your house, so I got you your own. Like, what a doll. But yeah. My thought process is so over the place. So this is gonna be a short video. We got about 5 minutes left on this, and my goal is 2 videos a week, so I'm hoping by making them a little bit shorter, and maybe I believe that my weekend ones are going to be short, And then during the week, I'm gonna try and make them a little bit longer because I don't like how short they have been. Well, it's not that I don't like them, it's just my goal is to have a long video during the week and then a short video on the weekend. And a lot of that has to do with my husband's work schedule, because he works on the weekends, so I have a lot of spare time. And I clean when I have spare time, and when he's at home, I don't feel like doing any deep cleaning or anything like that. So, yeah. But if y'all want to talk in the comments, you know, I got my notifications turned on, so anytime one of you puts a comment on the video, it bings up and lets me know. So if you feel like saying hi, if you feel like talking about depression, if you feel like talking about antidepressants, if you don't, then who cares? If you feel like talking about carpets, we could talk about carpets. I can talk about carpets and carpet cleaners and vacuums till I was blue in the face. I know that's one of my quirks is I love vacuums. I love vacuums. I love carpet cleaners. And yeah, remember the cycle of filth, because not right after doing, about an hour later of cleaning this carpet, I found eggshells that my son had taken out of the garbage on this carpet. So it is the circle of filth. Don't forget, you're not cleaning for no reason. Yes, it's gonna get dirty again, but you need to get that old dirt out, those old germs out, so that you can dirty it up with your new germs. It's really hard to understand that mindset, but that's what the cycle of filth. It's a thing, and you just accept it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna let this roll out for the last 3 minutes with no exit after this. So, God bless. Remember the cycle of filth. Remember to know better and do better. And we're all better than we deserve. All right. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.